Hi, my name is Myfyr. I'm a member of the South Snowdonia Search and Rescue team, and we're here to give you some top tips on what to do when going out into the mountains.
SSSART is a group of around 35 volunteer mountain rescue professionals. We operate in southern Snowdonia, covering about 1,000 square kilometres. Our main mountain ranges are the Rhinogydd, and we also cover Coed-y-Brenin Forest Park and the Antestiniog Biking Centre as well. Promoting outdoor safety is really important to SSSART. We want everybody to be able to enjoy the hills, the countryside, the forest areas as safely and as much as possible. We're always here to help, but we'd rather you enjoyed your time in the outdoors and went home safely without needing us. In this video, we're going to cover 5 tips to help keep you safe in the mountains. Let's get into it.
Tip 1, the essentials that are needed, starting with suitable footwear for the terrain you're going to be going over, proper clothing, so depending on weather, you're going to be wearing trousers, a nice jacket to be breathable and comfortable. The next thing you should be getting is a suitable backpack, enough to hold all your gear and it wants to be comfortable on your back, all nice and snug. Inside the backpack you'd be wanting food for the day, water, roughly about 1 litre to 2 litres, personal preference. Then you would want a basic medical kit, map and compass of the area you're going over. You would want a little dry bag in there to keep your spare clothing waterproof, so a puffy jacket, layers, a fleece, and then a big waterproof coat, so one that will be windproof and waterproof for heavy rainfall. Spare gloves, hats, and then for emergencies, as a backup, I would carry a portable charger for your phone, for your mapping software, or if you need to call someone for help. But most importantly, rely on your compass and map first.
Tip number 2, it's extremely important that you check the weather before you head out onto the hill. There's a number of weather apps that you can use, and you'll find the one that works best for you. But advice would be to check the weather for the previous days before you head out onto the hill in the location that you intend to visit. Look at the weather forecast for the day that you're going to be on the hill, and then also look at the weather forecast for the day ahead, because conditions can change very, very quickly, and pack and dress according to the weather forecast.
Tip number 3. It's really important for you to plan your route and to know where you plan to go, but also to know where you could make your route shorter and get back home if you needed to quickly. It's also really important to let other people know where you're going, how long you plan to be, and what you'll do if you run into any problems. If we do need to come and find you, it's great to know where you may have been or where you're going. It will help us get to you much more quickly. If you've planned your route with a map, it's often really helpful to send someone a picture or a copy of that route that you plan to follow. Otherwise, you can let people know where you're starting and where you plan to finish, either with names of locations, grid references, or even what 3 words. We like grid references, we're mountain rescue guys.
Tip number 4, when choosing a route, it's important to make sure that it's within everybody's capabilities. That doesn't mean it has to be boring. You can push the envelope a little bit, but you've got to consider what might happen if the weather changes, and also if you get lost, how you'd re-find your position and make your way off the hill. If conditions change, for whatever reason, don't be rigid and feel that you have to stick to the route that you've planned. Be flexible, choose a safe way off the mountain to make sure that everybody gets down safely.
Tip 5. If one of your group gets into trouble, becomes ill or injured, the important thing first of all is not to panic. There are plenty of people that will be able to help you in this situation. First and foremost, the people that are on the hill with you are your first port of call. If you think that you require any additional service, the best thing to do is to ring 999 and ask for the local mountain rescue service. There are some steps that you can take before the team reaches you. If you're able to keep the individual in question dry, warm, and if appropriate, give them drink and something to eat. The important thing as well is that you should try and stay in the location that you are, but if someone does need to get off the hill for whatever reason, that no one should ever go on their own, and they should be escorted wherever possible.
So there you go. There's our 5 top tips for keeping yourself safe in the mountains. So go out there, have fun, stay safe, and enjoy yourself.
Hi, my name's Helen. I've been working with Woodlands. My partner and I are the local area managers. We've been working in North Wales and the Marches for about 2 or 3 years now. I was chatting at a conference one year to Angus, and we were talking about what we do in our spare time. And my partner and I spend a lot of time in the outdoors. And I'm a volunteer for South Snowdonia. I've been working with the team for about, I think it's about 7 or 8 years now. And there was just a relationship and a link between the outdoors and keeping safe and people wanting to be outside, which was lovely. From that, woodlands.co.uk kindly decided to sponsor South Snowdonia, and it's been absolutely fantastic. South Snowdonia Mountain Rescue Team are very excited about this partnership, and we're looking forward to seeing where it all goes in the future.